Hi, my name is Biodun Omosako. Last week I started lessons for parents, and in that very lesson I showed them 3 strategies to get our children interested in mathematics. I did explain that no child has any reason to be poor at mathematics because every child is naturally gifted. It is called curiosity. Every child is curious. They want to find out why things work in certain ways, and that is all it takes to know mathematics. But what we have observed is that most children have been degenerous because many parents will not answer their questions. They have killed the curiosity in them. If you have not watched that video, I strongly recommend that you watch that video. In this particular video, lesson 2 I call it, I want to teach you process of intelligence. What process can we follow? What process can our children follow to become intelligent, particularly in mathematics? It's very simple, and I want you to have a positive mindset to learn this. I may have to take you through some technical area of our work, but they're not really technical. They are something you can understand. Now, for you to understand the process of intelligence, we need to understand how human brain works. For understanding of anything to take place, a number of neurons in our brain will have to process it by connecting with one another. The rate at which our neurons process information is what determines our rate of understanding, otherwise known as our rate of assimilation. While some children's brain cells connect at the speed of light, some children's brain cells connect at the snail speed. This is what accounts for our difference in rate of understanding things. When a child's brain can process information at a high speed, it will be easy for him or her to understand anything. When a child's brain, however, makes a slow neural connectivity, understanding becomes tough for such a child. The question is, can we teach our children how they can increase their rate of neural connectivity and in turn increase their level of understanding? And my answer is yes, we can. It is by building what we call a neural path. The speed of connectivity will be high when a brain has been able to establish a neural path it can always follow in processing information. This takes time and continuous practice. For example, it takes time for your brain to make neural paths that will enable you to be able to ride a bicycle. The first time you make an attempt to ride a bicycle, it will look like you will never be able to ride it. Your body will be moving to one side while the bicycle moves to another side. But with continuous practice, you will reach a point where your brain will understand what you are trying to do. That is the point where your brain makes neural path. Once the neural path is made in your brain, it will align your body with the bicycle and you'll be able to ride the bicycle. It then follows that faster neural connectivity is made with continuous practice. Let me say that again. Faster neural connectivity is made with continuous practice. When enough connectivity has been made, the brain shall establish a neural path that will enable it to process any similar things in the future. Let me still use the example of the bicycle. After you have learned how to ride a bicycle, if you are put on a motorbike, it will not be difficult for you to ride it. You know why? Your body will align immediately because your brain has handled similar things in the past. It will simply follow the path already made. In the same way, if a child's brain has made neural path that enables him to understand multiplication before, he will not find division difficult because division is the opposite of multiplication and the brain has handled something similar in the past. The way to increase our neural connectivity and boost our understanding and mastery of anything is to do more of that thing. If a child is lousy at maths, what should he do? He needs to do more and more maths. So the rule is this: to be good at anything, you need to do more of that thing. You want to be good at singing, sing more. You want to be good at dancing, you have to dance more until your brain makes neural paths. The reason many children are not good at maths is because they haven't made enough neural connections to allow them understand mathematics. They gave up ever before their brain could establish a neural path. By practicing more and more maths, the brain is stimulated. Faster connections are made until a neural path is established. Your child's brain needs to make a neural path for figures. It takes time and constant practice to achieve this. But once it is made, a child will be able to understand subsequent mathematics function. To be able to make enough neural connectivity that will enable your child to make neural path for maths, your child needs to play and manipulate figures a lot. You should learn to solve math puzzles. You should learn to study patterns. You should learn to query things, particularly figures. You should play and manipulate figures more. All of this will stimulate our children's brain for faster neural connectivity. This is my aim of writing the book, Mathematics Tricks. By playing with the 30 math tricks in the book, your child will be stimulating his or her brain for faster maths understanding. It is not sufficient to just buy the book. You must ensure that your child uses the book. He or she should play with figure with the book. By so doing, he will be stimulating his brain for faster neural connectivity. Developing faster neural connectivity is the surest way to increase our level of intelligence in anything. If you are watching this video and you have not registered for our class, you can still do so. Just send your email address to the telephone number that is shown on the screen, and we will be sending you this lesson every week. Together, we can bring out the geniuses in our children. I want to say a big thank you to you for taking out time to watch this video. Join me next week as I present another lesson, lesson 3. Thank you and God bless you.